Hi, I'm Tim.
And I'm Pam, and we want to share what God is calling us to do through Wholehearted Ministries.
I was born and raised in a Christian home, and in 6th grade, God revealed that eventually He was going to have me in full-time evangelism. As I grew and went to college, I met Pam, and found that she was just as passionate about ministry as I am. However, after college, God took us into pastoral ministry. But after 10 years of that, we did travel for 2 years in evangelism with Stephen Manley. However, after that time, God called us back into pastoral ministry, where we've been serving for 20 years. And now God is doing something new, and I'm really excited about where He's leading us.
I was raised by Ron and Pellegrino in a pastor's family, and that came with many blessings and some struggles as well. But what I learned most was to love Jesus, to trust Him, and to know that obedience to His call is always worth it. Now I'm a mom of 6 and a Mimi of 2, and Tim and I have been married for 32 years. And while that has come with some wonderful times and some painful times, I always tell him there's no one I'd rather journey this life with. And I'm so thankful that God gave him to me. And I'm looking forward to what God is doing in our life. I am also a licensed professional therapist, and I help individuals and couples and families with a variety of areas.
Through the years, God has developed a passion to help people become who they were created to be, in order that they may live the life God created them to live. We've done this in a variety of ways in the church. But now God has called us and said that He wants us to travel and take what He's taught us to people all across the nation. And as we've been praying, as we've been talking, Wholehearted Ministries was born.
In my work, I've seen the devastation of individuals and couples and families, especially since COVID. I've seen people be helpless and hopeless in how to make the changes that they need in their lives. And I knew that God was calling me to something more than just therapy. We wanted to bring our experience, our education, and our passions to the couples and families around us. We wanted to be able to let them know that there is hope and healing for what's going on in their lives. And thus we have created 2 different weekends that we can come and serve at your church or in your community. The first is a marriage enrichment weekend, and the second is a family enrichment weekend. You can go to our website or contact us for more details on what is entailed in those weekends. But the purpose of those and the goal of those is 1, to let families know that there is hope, that things can get better. 2, to give them tools on how to do that. And 3, that they would know that with the power of the Holy Spirit, that they can create a plan to help their family with the help and wholeness that they desire.
As we know, we cannot be who God created us to be without working on our spiritual lives as well. And so we also want to offer spiritual emphasis opportunities too. One would be to have a traditional revival service that would go from Sunday to Wednesday, with preaching on how to have a joyful life out of 1 John. It would include practical application to our lives. In this, we could also offer the music, where we could either lead the music or partner with your current music team to see that developed. Another way we can do this is a spiritual emphasis weekend. It would go Friday evening through Sunday morning. They would include preaching and teaching and worship together. I am also a certified life coach and would offer those opportunities for people to grow and develop in their lives as well. Now in this, God has called us to step out on faith, which means that He said we are not supposed to charge for this, but we're supposed to allow churches to either receive a free will offering, or if they have a budget and money set aside for services like this, that we'll just trust that He will provide through the churches.
Do we believe that this is possible? Are we passionate about this? Even our dogs are excited about this. But as you can hear them barking, but we are taking our family and our dogs, and we are going to be traveling in a motorhome because we believe that there is hope and healing for you and your family and your marriage through the power of the Holy Spirit, and we want to be a part of that. Speaking of the kids, we would love to introduce them to you now.
I'm Kenny. I'm an online guitar teacher, and I'm excited that heading into my senior year I get to go on the road to help build the kingdom of God full time.
I'm Elena, and I go to school learning God's Word. And I'm excited when I travel, and I'm excited to teach other kids and other adults about God.
I'm Yadi, and I'm the youngest in the family, and what I do is play Legos and sometimes play outside. And I'm a little scared going on this trip and seeing the world, but it's okay.